All right, we're back, guys. Episode 58 on location in St. George with a live audience.
That's right.
Do you hear
Well, they're not so lively.
Few familiar men,
Yeah.
all on their Nintendo
Devices.
They're
What's Cody
glares.
playing?
they're a real good time over there.
Does he have his what's his name? Squint glasses on? Squints?
He's just staring at Matt now.
He's too scared
He's
to look over
pretending
here.
Matt is Wendy Peppercorn.
I haven't seen that movie. I mean, I have.
Sandlot?
No, I think I have.
Oh.
It's just been a long time.
It's been a while.
I've seen a long time, yeah.
All right.
All right, everyone, make sure that you are following us on Instagram. Subscribe on podcast.
Wait. Subscribe on podcast?
Subscribe on YouTube. This is a podcast.
Gonna let it go.
Right.
Yep,
I
subscribe
know.
there.
I was like, wait, is that right? It took me way too long to figure that out.
Let's get into some updates.
This is Ashley, Molly,
Kim.
and
Tara.
we are four best friends who by fate moved into the same cul-de-sac. We talk all things mom, wife, and woman. We are Moms Take 5.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Cool. Good times.
Thanks for listening. See you next
That's it. We're gonna get back to vacation now.
We Ashley transported all of this stuff.
Let's give the husband credit. It was not me.
John transported it.
Yeah. Thank you, John.
Thanks,
Tara
John.
and I are using decorative cactuses
Yeah.
as our stands.
Yeah.
It's working out great.
Like
Yep.
I said, this is dedication.
We're making it happen.
This is loving your occupation on vacation.
So we're in St. George with the 4 families. So it's 8 adults and 12 kids.
Yes.
No one's killed one another yet.
Yeah.
No.
True.
We only have half a day, so I think we're good.
Mm-hmm.
We might make it out.
We're surviving. I was looking out the bedroom window earlier. It was Freya with Jack, Nick, and Tyler. And the boys had noodles and Freya didn't. And they were all going after her. And Mark and I were like, get him, Freya. Like just standing in the window, just like waiting. Like, what's she going to do? What's she going to do? And she was just, you could tell she was like, just getting her finger out and like, you don't hit me.
As they're still hitting her.
As they're still going
Just trying to
after
boss
her.
him around, but they're just like,
Totally. But then I don't know what happened. Tyler and Nick all of a sudden turned on each other and Nick attacked Tyler and then Tyler ran after Nick and then he ran inside. So it's probably some type
Sounds
of,
pretty normal.
was that the time Matthew was out there or no?
no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
It was just
Because later they were playing a game with the noodles.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was the same time.
I'll update for Molly. Lucy had a birthday.
Oh, yes.
That's right.
Today.
Today,
Mm-hmm.
she turned 5. We had mermaid-themed everything.
It's true.
Just out of the
Super
blue.
cute.
I don't know why she decided mermaids, but we went with it. We went all in.
On that
Shit.
cake. Oh my.
Yes. Sweet Tooth Fairy, if you're in Utah.
Oh.
Her cake bites are delicious. Her suckers.
Mm-hmm.
It's all so good.
All of
Their
it.
cupcakes are good too.
Yes.
But I just loved all the little like extra treats she put on that thing.
I know it's like
know.
little.
I could
That's what I
just
said. They're like
pick
little
at it all day.
treasures. You can like
Yes.
find them in the cake.
Yes.
The suckers are yummy.
They're so good. Yeah. That's what I was telling Molly. I'm like, I'm in for the suckers.
Yeah.
I really like those.
You crying?
There was such a long pause. There was like,
We all have a lot of energy. It's not like we
Right.
spent all day in the sun and the pool today.
hey, we just drank a coffee. We should be ready to go.
Wired.
My vacation constipation.
Still
bought me a
Vacation,
coffee at-
constipation.
What time was that? Like 8?
So wait.
I don't know.
Chugged a whole coffee at 8 o'clock hoping to poop. Or get some energy, and neither happened.
You chugged the whole thing?
Yeah. My pee
Still?
smells weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Smell like coffee.
Coffee peas.
Coffee bean.
Nasty.
I know. I
Kind
know.
of like asparagus pea
Yeah.
or something.
It's I feel like it's worse.
smells like
I've
coffee.
never noticed that actually,
Really?
but it makes sense. The bean is
Yeah,
strong.
it smells
the
like-
bean is strong. No, it just tastes like chocolate milk.
It does.
You're peeing?
Oh.
I
As
Yeah,
told
she kept
Molly.
telling me. She's
Taste
like,
test.
it just tastes like chocolate milk. And I took a sip. I was like, that does not taste
It
like
does.
chocolate milk.
I drink some strong coffee, so to me it does. That's like so sweet.
I know.
A mocha from Beans and Brews is like chocolate milk.
It's really good. So good.
Not to Molly.
It's not chocolate milk.
Yeah, she's like, I agree. It is different than chocolate milk.
Whatever.
I realized on the way down here I am like a child in the vehicle.
You hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it so badly.
Just want to break out.
Why
I
do you
ju-
hate it so bad?
I
Just
don't know, I
sitting
just-
there? I mean, I don't like
I get
it,
so
but
bored and like stir crazy. I'm like, ugh, like being in one spot.
Maybe it's just being in the car with your children,
Mm-mm.
because that didn't help though.
No? Were they
Even like when
easy?
Cody and I, when we went to Vegas, I hate sitting
Hmm.
that long.
What about airplanes?
Don't love them. I think it's because
Are they worse?
Sleep.
I
Or
don't like
better?
airplanes.
Better because it's faster.
Yeah. Okay. Touche.
But
I
you
do
like
not
to
like
drive,
it.
right? Like it's harder. It's more difficult if you're the one in the passenger seat.
I think it's the same both ways.
Is that
Just sometimes if I'm the passenger, I get car sick.
Yeah, that part's not fun.
Yeah, every time the kids were like, "Are we there yet?" I'm like, "I feel you, buddy."
Looking at Cody, are we there yet? Get me there.
Yeah.
Did you drive or did he drive?
I drove
The whole time?
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
because we
I
just
love-
made one stop and then
Matt always drives.
forged through.
So does Mark. There's been a couple times.
He doesn't like to.
I drive sometimes. Sometimes we split it up.
Yeah, it depends on where we're going. If we're going real far, then I'll split it. But I used to nap. We've talked about this. I used to always sleep on road trips. I love road trips for that reason. Like I'm like, oh, power nap. But for years, Mark would always be stressed that he was going to fall asleep. So he'd be like, oh, babe, stay awake with me. And now I rarely will fall asleep on a road trip. But this one was super. I was wide awake the whole time. He was like, that was so nice. We just got to talk. And
Oh, nice.
Didn't seem too long.
no.
I was thinking it was a lot longer. I don't know why.
No, I like that it's a short drive.
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like Bear Lake Drive is longer. It feels longer to me.
Probably because it's
The
through
canyon.
Maybe.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The windy.
Yeah.
What if I have to poop in the middle of this?
You go.
Well, we'll pause.
Don't hold
Yeah. Yeah, you better go.
I felt like a slight rumble. I was like, see ya.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta go now.
we can pause.
Molly will be right
Yeah,
back.
absolutely.
Oh, you guys just keep talking.
Intermission.
Yeah.
Do we have no more updates?
I'm trying to think of what we did, what like I did before.
I mean, our kids had their last day of school, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, school's out.
We always bombard them with water balloons
Mm-hmm.
since that's a nice thing to do.
Mm-hmm. I think they love it.
They do
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
Cute.
They get excited.
My kids had all finished the day before, so they were excited to just be out there. Although Matthew didn't join this year, did he?
Mm-mm.
He was inside
Mm-hmm.
playing Zelda.
That's Zelda.
All my kid
You
wants to do.
It's kind of a cool game.
Emmy cried on the last day of school.
So
I
did
guess
Jack.
hard.
He did.
I didn't even know our
Aw.
neighbor was there. She's like, by the way, Emmy was really sad the last day of school.
Missing all her friends.
I guess
huh?
so. Yeah. She
And her
said a
teacher,
couple.
didn't she
She
love
said
her
a couple of
teacher?
them were moving, and then she named
Oh.
one of the ones I moved. I was like, he's not nice. She's like, yeah, I know. I was like, are you sad he's moving? She's like, yeah. I was like, but he's not nice. She's like, I know.
Really?
He's the one that's been mean to her a couple times.
Yeah, Jack got in the van and started crying. He's like, I'm just going to miss my friends.
I
I was like,
know.
oh, buddy, we'll see him next year. And I was like, it's not even a full year. It's like a couple months.
It literally is
Yeah.
only like
Yeah.
2 months,
Yeah.
and then they start again.
Tyler was telling me that he's so glad it's summer because now he doesn't have to worry about anything. I just don't have to worry about anything.
What does he do?
Sorry.
Wait.
Sorry. There's a distraction in the pantry.
What are you doing in there?
Oh, my gosh.
The amount of snacks
We're just hearing
It's ridiculous.
and
comes out
Candy
mouth and hands full.
Where's your husband? We should have
trying
them on
to-
for a second. and
We
just
really
say hi.
should.
John,
trying to
yeah,
get them in
especially
bed.
John. Look at him.
Yeah. Hey,
Real lively.
come say hi. All the husbands. Yes. For what?
Maybe give him a few minutes
Okay.
till Mark gets Zeta down, hopefully.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't hear you. What do you say?
Yeah.
Don't
Uh-huh.
want my face
Cody's-
ruining the podcast.
Cody's peering around the corner.
He's
Oh, come on.
He's already behind you.
He's like, I'll take your spot today.
I'm Cody.
I'm Cody. Let me update you on my whole life.
My whole life, I really like string cheese, preferably warm. Has to be sat in a bucket half a day.
Sweater, string cheese.
I'm silently competitive. I'll watch from the background and say, I can do that. I can do that. And then I'll get up.
And usually can.
I know.
That's what I was wondering. Cody, why do you say it like that?
He has no idea what you're saying.
Cody and Mark had a water slide splash competition yesterday. That was entertaining.
And I was telling Tara, I was like, Cody's actually pretty, like, secretly competitive.
Yes.
Because he'll be like, oh, I can do that. Well, I mean, do you think Mark wants to have a splash contest?
I love it. You're a kid at heart. It's the best. And Mark was like, yep.
Yep, I do.
I sure do.
Bring it.
Down the water slide they went. It was a good time.
What else? Okay, so we had last day of school. Saturday, Sunday.
Lots of sports.
Yeah. We're still going on sports. I thought we had a break. My son got in competitive soccer. We start next week.
That's so exciting.
Monday.
Really
Yep.
Really?
Monday, Thursday
busy
practices.
schedules.
Ooh.
Is it all outside?
Yeah. They're late practices are 7 to 8:30.
I guess it's close.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, that's actually an easy drive.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, I thought we got summer off, but I guess I was wrong. We do not get summer off.
Yeah,
Not with
that's one thing.
sports.
That's one thing that makes me sad with sports in the summertime is that, like, I feel like all year long, school year, we miss like the fun outside because I'm going to pick them up. Anyway, so then when you still have stuff in the summertime, I feel like I'm just running around all over, all the time.
It won't be too bad. I tried to get them the girls out of gymnastics, but I got them out too late, so they have to finish up this month, which I totally forgot last week already. So we're doing good.
Good.
I forgot karate last week.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, once
Wait,
summer
kind
starts-
of.
I forgot.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
She forgot.
I really did though. Emmy was the one. She was like, "What time is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's like 7." She's like, "Gymnastics?" I was like, "Yep, that was
Hours
that was
ago.
an hour ago."
Well, we were walking to Maverick, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh, yeah. You were
Oh.
like, I'd have to leave now.
yeah," and then it was like not worth it.
I know.
Fight.
I'm
It
mad.
is hard when they're all outside playing and you're like, come on, you have to go.
Yeah,
It's hard to do
It
anything
is.
when they're outside playing.
Yeah.
Because
Other than let them play.
They're happy.
Yeah. It's kind of easy.
We actually didn't. I didn't take Freya on Tuesday to gymnastics.
Oh.
We need to make like a group decision on bedtime every
Oh,
night.
yeah.
right.
I agree.
Oh.
Like, what time are we
Because
going
it's like
inside?
polling, yes,
everyone's
polling
outside.
team.
Yeah,
If
that's true.
everybody's still outside and there's some light.
Mhm.
The other day, Nick goes to the window and he goes, all of my favorite people are still outside.
All my favorite people.
That is the sweetest thing.
That is
Pretty
cute.
cute. Then I kind of want to let them outside, but I'm like, no.
I know. Then
need
it
some
starts
time.
all. I know
It's hard
bedtime's
when
like I
it's
don't want to get them
light.
in for bed because they're having fun
Mhm.
and it's nice outside.
Mm-hmm.
By the time it's dark,
Yeah, it's cooled off.
yeah.
It's perfect out there.
That is a good idea, though. We have to have like 9 o'clock be.
We'll text each other every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Say, "Okay, what's bedtime tonight?"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In case they go outside.
Because sometimes I don't mind if they're out late, but then other times I'm like, I need a minute. I need you to go to bed.
Well, sometimes
Yeah.
they like. I feel like last week already they were like so behind
Yeah.
on sleep already that they
Yeah,
were
I agree.
super ornery.
Mhm.
Don't know about this.
It's true.
You know
Not
me,
hard.
I'm pretty lax with the bedtime.
No way, you are?
I am, yeah.
Never.
Especially in
I
the
thought
summer.
it was
I'm
like 7 o'clock every day.
hell no. Especially when it's
My
still
baby's-
daylight. I'm like, dude, I can't even think about bedtime yet.
Yeah. Still feels like daytime.
But it is nice, like 9-ish, 9:30 probably. But it's easy for my kids. I'll just go in when everybody else does. Like, okay, everybody's going inside. I'll go in.
Yeah.
You know?
I usually don't mind, but when they wake up at 7,
Yeah.
regardless, I'm like, oh.
Mhm.
Yeah,
My
that's
kids
what's
were
hard.
actually sleeping in.
Mine
Even
too,
Noah.
a little bit.
Who is my
Really?
early person?
Same.
He was sleeping in.
I wonder if just the end of the year stuff was
I don't-
just like a lot. I
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe.
Because Matthew was sleeping in and I was kind of shocked.
Because then Van was sleeping in. Because I think
Uh,
Noah wakes Van up.
Yeah.
And it's just a cycle of everybody waking everybody else up and me
Mhm.
being mad about it. But
Mhm.
they all slept in. It was
I know.
nice.
See, mine will sleep no matter what. That is what's nice. I don't have to stress about they go to bed late, still waking up early. That'd be hard
Mhm.
when your day's still starting really early.
Yeah, then they're real happy and real pleasant.
Yeah.
And I really want to be around them.
Uh-huh. We've got
Your bruise reminded me that we did Botox. Botox.
This is true.
We did.
double.
Botox on
Better.
Sunday.
I did not get hit.
Those bruises, they
know.
don't want to go away.
No.
Yeah, they don't.
They're being real stubborn.
Do they hurt?
Not at all.
I feel like the one's fading a little bit.
On her forehead.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
They're holding on strong.
Evidence. Did you take some pictures in case,
Yeah.
he acts up?
Turn them in.
We did, yeah. He's a super cool Botox guy. What did he give us, though? It wasn't Botox. Not Botox, not Dysport.
I asked him.
I can't remember what it was called because I've actually never heard of it before.
I don't
But it's
remember.
fantastic. It works great.
I feel like it's kicking in pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not at all.
She's got one hyperbrow.
Do you? Look at me.
You
do
might need to touch up.
Yeah, that
Do I have
one's-
one that's go way
Just
higher?
slightly. Just slightly.
Yeah. Now I want to see ya. This one?
Yep.
Yeah.
You feel it?
Is it because it's not all the way kicked in yet?
It could be. You want to wait at least 2 full weeks.
Okay.
But it's normal to need a touch.
Whose is this?
Mine. You want it?
Hey.
Is it in your picture?
I don't know. I just looked
That would be
over.
funny the whole
I
time.
picked up drinking on this vacation.
Right? Just turning over a new leaf over here.
What is it? The gateway? Coffee
Yeah.
was my gateway drug.
That's right.
Yeah.
But it was just like, well,
Whatever.
might as well drink
Yeah.
some Mike's
That's
hard.
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk
Chocolate
and
milk,
then
fruit punch.
lemonade.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever this is. Yeah.
Uh,
Lemonade.
Well, we're going to keep this to a little bit shorter one because
Yeah.
our attention span's not very long.
No.
Mhm.
So we're going to talk about what names we would have named our children
Mhm.
if we didn't give them their names.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
it does.
totally.
The names we liked that we never used
Yeah.
Mhm.
for various reasons. Mine were mostly because my husband didn't like any of them. Yeah, he was a real pain. And we actually had a harder time with, I feel like we were the opposite. People usually have a hard time with boys. We had an
Mhm.
easier time with boys, harder time with girls.
Hmm.
I didn't get to name a girl.
Yeah.
No, you
That's
didn't.
true.
Did you have names
True.
for
Yeah.
a girl? If you had, what were they?
I swear
Um,
you've told me one.
Yeah, same.
either Leah
Mhm.
or I always liked Ava.
Mhm.
I probably wouldn't, if I would have known you, I wouldn't have named her Ava. But I would have given her the middle name Jean, which was my grandma's middle name.
Mhm.
Cute.
So like I thought Leah Jean was adorable.
Mhm.
Leah
cute.
Jean. That is cute.
That was my favorite. I liked Ella too,
Mhm.
or Elle.
Yeah. I like those.
Mm-hmm.
See, my issue, not my issue, I loved his issue, was that I love old grandma names. Did you hear him?
I can hear him.
It's a stupid name.
You have one headphone off, so you can hear better than I
know,
can.
well,
Yeah, I can't hear it all.
This one was hurting.
Mhm.
Dottie.
I remember
Oh,
that one.
reminds me of A League of Their Own.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't there a Dottie in that
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah,
And then calling her Dot. That was the cutest. What were some other ones?
that is cute. Didn't you like Lolly? I thought we talked about that. No?
Nope. I think it was Dottie.
Dottie.
That was the one I really liked. Like
Yeah.
if Van was a girl, I was gonna try and push for it, even though he would not allow it. But what? What? You never said Dottie was
Oh.
fine.
Baby number 5.
More of a
Well, my
dog
name's more of a
name.
dog name.
Molly?
Molly.
Yeah. It's become more popular, but
That's
when I
true.
grew up, everybody's like,
I feel-
"Oh, I had a dog named Molly, or I knew a
Really?
dog." I'm like, "Cool, that's awesome,
I'm
So
a
glad we
human.
can relate.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
awesome
Right?
dog."
Cool.
Thanks for telling me.
But yeah,
I loved the name Avery. When I think Tyler.
Yeah, because you said,
Mhm.
yeah.
We
But-
talked about this.
Uh-huh.
Because one of Jack's best friends at school is named Avery.
But everyone, I had only known boy Averys, but it got super popular as a girl name.
oh, I only ever knew girl Averys.
Mhm.
Not funny.
That
So it
is
like
funny.
switched to a more girl name, and now I know tons of Averys, and they're all girls.
Huh?
Hmm.
I like that name too. That's cute.
You know,
For boy or girl.
I like Tyler better, actually. It's a good name.
I don't love it for a boy name.
Tyler?
Avery?
Avery,
Or Tyler?
not
Oh.
Tyler. I actually hate your kids' names, Tyler and
You
Nick.
changed
Those
it.
suck.
Now that we're on
you
the
changed
subject.
No,
I
so
thought
we're
you were
just laying us
teasing
all
her.
out here, right? They all suck.
The only good names would have been Dottie or
Faye.
or Faye. All the rest are boring.
I actually really liked Violet too. That was another
Yep.
old school name. You liked it too.
Uh-huh.
I was rooting for you.
I
I was gonna
know.
live through
'cause
you.
that was
I
one
know.
of your.
Yes,
One of my
with Zeta.
Zeta and yeah. Mark and I, it was easy naming our kids, really easy, because we kind of found that we loved the names before we were even pregnant with them. Like Freya, we saw on a show years before, and we're like, oh, that is such a cool name. She was a witch on a vampire series. Her name was Freya, and we're like, that is such a cool name. And then Rock, it was like fate when we got pregnant with him, because we were driving to meet my dad's side of the family for the first time, and we started talking about kids, like how many kids we want, the names we like. And he was like, oh, this is going to sound really weird because it's kind of a different name. But there was a guy in my life that I always looked up to, and he's a super cool guy, and his name was Rock. And I about fell off my chair. Well, not my chair. I was in the car. I about fell out of the car.
I rolled
Just right out
around.
the window. I was like, I'm going to fly. This is crazy.
How did
No, but my grandma on my dad's side always said you should name your boy Rock. And I remember always saying just Rock, like not Brock, not Rocky. She's like, no, just Rock. And I thought she was crazy. I'm like, no way. But then as time went on, I'm like, ooh, I kind of like that name. So when Mark said that story, he had no idea. My grandma told me that. I was like, no way, man. Like, that is insane.
Maybe your grandma and Mark's friend had a little fling back in high school.
Maybe.
That's right.
There's about a 40-year gap, but hey,
Oh.
it could happen. She was a cougar, you know what I'm saying? But I guess with Zeta. Yeah, we were debating between Zeta and Violet.
Yes.
Mark was pulling for Zeta. I was pulling for Violet.
Where did you get Zeta?
Mark came up with it.
Oh.
That was all Mark.
Were you guys, I don't know if you heard me, but there was in the hot
Yeah.
tub when I was walking by just now. Like I went to look at the
Oh.
pickleball courts.
Yeah.
They were talking about different names they had ever heard. It was a bunch of like younger kids. One was like, I have a friend named Zeta. And I was like, I did not just hear that.
Really?
And like I kept listening because I was like, maybe I'm just like, and they said it multiple times. She spelled it too, and it was different. I remember like kind of listening,
Yes.
but I was like, how random is that I walked by right
Yeah.
when they said that,
I
and I had
know.
never heard that name
Zeta
other
before.
than yeah.
I
wonder
know.
where he heard it.
I'll have to ask him. He might have just been looking because he just did not like Violet. Same thing. Like, he's like, it just sounds old. Like, it doesn't flow with the rest of our kids. Freya, Rock, Violet. I'm like, what? But then he came up with Zeta, and I was like, oh, it was one of those moments where you hear those stories like, oh yeah, sure, they were born, and you were like, that's their name. Literally, when she was born, I looked at her as like, holy shit, I think she's Zeta. Like, you know, but I still took a whole day, and then we decided on Zeta.
Where'd you get your names?
You know, around.
The internet or something.
I always liked the name Tyler.
Yeah.
Nick was hard to name. But
Names are hard, I feel like.
yeah.
Well, it's like the one thing you give your kids pretty much forever, right?
Unless they change it.
I guess
I
unless they
did
legally
like the
change
names.
it.
I did middle names family, but yeah, they didn't really come from anywhere. I just always liked the name Tyler.
I'm trying to think where we got ours. I know Noah was like, we instantly both knew we loved that name for Noah when we found out he was a boy. I don't know, but it was like the top name for that year, which I had no
Oh, yeah.
clue.
Well, there's
Well, yeah,
Crazy.
but I didn't know. Okay, so on our street there are 3 Noahs,
Yep.
and I mean we're not like a normal street. It's a pretty small street.
Mm-hmm.
There's not that many houses on our street, and there's still 3 Noahs.
Yeah.
and even one. And Noah moved out.
Yep.
And then another Noah moved in.
Yeah, but that was like we up until then we didn't know any other Noahs. And I remember a couple of people when we named Noah after the fact were like, "Oh, that's the top name the year," and I was like, "Dang it!" Well,
I
it doesn't
know.
really matter because I feel like nowadays there's so many names that even the top names you don't hear
yeah.
a ton,
As often.
if that makes sense. Because there's just
Yes.
such a wide spectrum.
Yeah.
Where back in the day, you had your set
Uh-huh.
names.
biblical.
Yes.
And like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's true. We found out Freya was a super popular name the year she was born.
Really?
Yeah. Like, we just found that out, I think, like a year ago. My doctor, just for fun, when I was pregnant with Zeta, so I guess about a year and a half ago, she was like, let's look it up just for fun. She like showed me this website that they use. And she did. She looked at Freya's name for the year she was born, Rock's name, which wasn't as common, and then Zeta's. And even hers was up there. I was like,
Huh.
what?
Huh.
Isn't that weird? No, not Zeta, because anyways, yeah. But Freya was popular.
That's crazy.
Surprised me.
Where'd you get your names?
I don't remember. We had a couple for Matthew that we had in mind. William, or calling him Liam, was one of
Mm.
them. I think it was between that, Matthew, and something else. And literally, as I was pushing, we just like, hey, doctor, what would you choose? And he was like, I like Matthew. And we were like, Matthew it is. Matthew.
Thank you for helping
Easy.
us in multiple ways.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I mean,
funny.
we like that one. Ava, we always knew. And Jack, we were in the hospital trying to decide. At that point, he was like, I hurt the most. Like, I felt the most of that labor.
yeah.
So I was feeling pretty uncomfortable. And John was texting his brother and sister-in-law. And so they were working out, then he liked Jack. And I was like, yeah, sure. Okay. Yep. And then they were working out a middle name. And I was like, yep. Okay. Sounds good.
I'll take it.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I wish I
That's
had a
hilarious.
list of the. I know we made lists for each of our kids. I wish I had them because I feel like they changed every time. Like we had Emmy and we had a big list for her,
Yeah.
but I don't feel like Lucy was on that list for her.
Mm-hmm.
But that was Lucy's name, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
at different points in our lives, I feel like our lists are completely
Totally.
different.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't think Van was ever considered because we didn't know. No, Van was on the list. We didn't know if Lucy was a boy or a girl. So we did have a list of boy names and girl names. Do you remember what our top was? If Lucy was I know we liked Graham.
Van Walen, probably.
Griffin. I think Griffin
Oh.
was. It wasn't Graham. It was Griffin. Griff. Yep. But then we didn't name Van that.
Yeah.
But I think Van was on the list. Yeah. So yeah.
I know. Yeah.
It's
Ours-
funny how it changes.
Totally. Ours did
I
too.
don't even remember.
Kind of.
I don't think we even had a list.
Yeah. I don't feel like
We
Oh, I
never
did.
wrote a list, but we had a like conversation, I guess.
I was the
We were
one.
pretty
I
set
like
though
writing the list, the names. I liked seeing them. I don't know
to
why.
decide.
Yes.
I told Cody because he has the 3 older kids that I had all the say on Tyler's name.
Mm.
It's like I have all veto power.
Mhm.
What was our top with Van? Because there was another one we were thinking
This
of.
is mine.
I did want 2 ends with
What's
Van.
the other
There
one?
was
remember that
another one.
debate?
Is it
Well, so
Oliver?
Van's middle name's Everett, so we were thinking
Oh.
Rhett
Oh, that's right.
as a first
Yeah.
name, or Everett, and calling him Rhett. But then that's a cute story. Noah, our oldest, was saying a prayer one night, and he said, "Please bless Van." And at that point, we hadn't named him yet, and I was like,
There it is.
Noah, did you just name the baby?" And he's like, "No."
Oh.
They all love that name so much. I don't know. They were all rooting for Van.
Really?
Well, I think it's cool.
It is.
Every
Adorable.
time we say his name, people are like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah.
I don't know if they're lying,
Probably not.
because it's like it is a different one.
It is.
And there's like minivans.
You
But
should just say when people ask where you got his name, just be like, "Well, we drive a minivan."
yeah, we love our minivans. We're like, why
why
not
not?
just
So we thought that we would
Why
love
not
our child as
forever?
much as our van.
forever memory.
our kids are never mini, but why not name him Van?
Makes sense.
Right?
Yeah. We get that with Rock. Like there'll be doctors. We come in. He's like, "Oh, I remember you." He'll say Rock, and he'll say his last name. They're just like, "That's such a cool, strong name."
Do any have family? Like we gave family middle names, but
Same.
So did we. Yeah.
Well, for 2 of ours.
Yeah, I was going to say Noah has Matt's middle name, Noah Reeves. And actually, Reeves was one of my top ones for Noah, but Matt wasn't sure about that as a first name. I thought it was kind of cool.
That's cute.
Reeves. Yeah, it's probably a good idea that we didn't name him Reeves,
Yeah,
because
I'm glad
Noah
you
can't
know.
say his R's very well.
Still?
No, he is. He graduated
Oh.
speech.
He probably.
I was
would've-
like, I
Is that
feel
ever
like
in an update?
that's
Graduated
awesome.
speech. He's out of it.
That's huge.
But
I hadn't noticed anything.
I haven't either. Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like he talks
Yeah.
really well.
Mhm.
Weaves Robinson probably would have been a
Weaves
might have been a little bit of an issue. So good thing his
didn't
name's
think
Noah.
Maybe he wouldn't have had that problem if his name was Reeves.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. He's had to say it so
Because
many
he'd had
times.
to say it so many times. Yeah.
Uh,
And then Van
They're like,
is
Did you fart?
the chair.
yeah.
Van
My
is
foot down
Everett,
under the table.
which is Everett was my great uncle's name.
Mm.
Lucy is Anne because she shares birthday with Megan, and Megan's middle name is Anne.
cute.
I thought it was after me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then
was.
Emmy's not a family.
Right?
His dad really liked Grace, the name Grace, for a first
Cute.
name, and so
Cute.
I liked it not as a first name though. So we did Emmy Grace,
Yeah, I think that's adorable.
Wait, what's Lucy's?
Anne.
After you. You can't even remember.
People always call
I
Emmy
love
Lou,
it.
Emmy Lou, because I think
Yeah.
there's a song or something. Emmy Lou.
Yeah, Van. Totally know that. Those people.
Yeah, which
I
is funny
barely- I just
because
heard,
people call Lucy Lou.
Lou.
Yep.
Yeah, they do.
That's
They
cute.
do. So sometimes say Emmy and Lou. Emmy Lou. Van's talking.
Is that Van?
Yes.
Is he talking in his
Party,
sleep or is he awake?
Oh, he's probably gonna party. He does this like every night. He wakes up randomly and parties all the time. And he'll just like wake up, talk for a while, and go back to sleep.
That's what I
Like
do
it's
too.
never an issue.
Yeah.
You do that too?
Yeah, John's like, go to sleep.
It's like, Ashley's partying again.
You're just
Yeah.
up in bed like,
I do.
That's awesome.
He's risen.
He is risen.
he is risen.
We woke him up.
Do your kids have nicknames?
Maddie Waddy,
Yes.
Ava Wava, and Jacko Wacko.
Oh,
No, it is not.
Yes, they are.
Why have I never heard those?
Not one time have I
Not Johnny.
heard you.
I've heard Jacko Wacko.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I have never heard
I
that.
call
neither.
Matthew Maddie sometimes.
I've heard Maddie.
I have heard Maddie.
Ave is Aves. Jack
Yes.
is Jack. Jacko. Jacko Wacko. Jackie. asshole. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
One time,
I don't know.
I think Cody may have called Matthew Matt, and he goes, "It's Matthew."
He did.
I know. Yeah. He
Because you know,
really.
at school the last couple of years, I don't know about this year in where he is. He's in a new school this year, different group of friends. But before he would go by Matt, a lot of people at school called him Matt. I've just always called him Matthew just because that's what I've called him.
I know. I feel weird when I accidentally say Matt.
I know.
call my Matt,
Mm-hmm.
and Matthew.
I feel like I never
Yeah,
even
same.
distinction
Distinction.
that your Matt's
Matthew.
full name was Matthew. I was
Yeah, I
like,
could
right.
never.
No, I do. I forget that.
That's not his name.
Yeah. That's not
Is
his
it?
name.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I could never. He's a Matt to me.
He is a
for
Matt.
sure.
But then I feel like Matthew's a Matthew.
That's
Yeah.
like I
same.
don't feel like he's a Matt.
Or Maddie or Matthew. I
Yep.
don't think I've ever called him Matt.
I haven't either.
I have either.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The reason we named Lucy is because my sister was like, "Oh my gosh, you should name your daughter Lucy and call her Lulu." And I was like,
Done.
"Sold." Oh,
Yeah,
like
it's
that is the
adorable.
cutest.
That's-
And
love
I
Lulu.
rarely ever. I feel like now when she was a baby, I'd always call her Lou. I think I use Lulu more so now, but I didn't for the longest time. I was like, I loved that nickname, and here I am just calling her Lou. But and then Emmy always is shortened to M,
yeah.
Yep.
and we always call Van Man. And I don't think my kids say Van rarely without including
Van Man.
Van. Yep,
I feel like my kids still call him Baby Van.
Baby
Oh,
Van.
Baby Van.
I know. So cute.
I don't
Little
have a
names.
ton of nicknames for my kids. Tyler once told me he doesn't like Ty. So I was like, all right, I'll call him
All right.
Tyler.
Yeah. It does. I don't know. Tyler and Ty sounds very different to
It
me.
does.
You know?
His dad calls him TD because his middle name,
What's his middle name?
Daniel,
Oh, that's right. That was after
my dad.
your dad.
Yeah.
Is it just when he's in trouble?
Did I call him Tyler Daniel?
Or TD? Like Cody?
No, Cody's dad calls him.
Oh, gotcha. Does Nick? Does he have any names?
Not really.
Just Nick?
God,
We-
say your
yeah.
kills
Mhm.
me.
I know. I love it. I want to call her that, but it's when
We
she's
call-
in trouble.
Yeah,
so I
can't call her that.
So Freya, I don't know how we did this, but like when she's being a little stink or she's in trouble, we'll say, Ferda, get over here. Ferda.
So instead of using the full
hilarious.
name like most people, you
Right.
come up with a full
Totally different
name.
It's the
And it like
best.
lightens the mood because Mark and I can't help but giggle when we say it. But sometimes she'll be like, don't call me that.
Yeah.
We're like, sorry, Ferda. Just kidding.
It's the best.
Oh, that's funny.
I know. And then Rock, Freya and Mark just naturally started calling him Rocco, you know?
Oh yeah, my kids call him all Rocco.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's the cutest.
It's so cute.
Lucy will be like, "Oh yeah, Rocco wanted to play today."
Yeah. But
So
now
adorable.
I do this like Rocco taco thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, with him. And so that's kind of our thing. And then Zeta, she doesn't really have a nickname. Mark will call Freya and Zeta like Zeta Babe, Freya Babe.
Yeah.
He'll do that.
Tara
And
babe.
Tara Babe.
And Tara Babe.
Yeah,
That's
he's
like his
real
thing.
clever with his
Very clever.
nicknames.
Yep,
Yeah.
with the babes. Yeah. Very original.
Very very clever.
Very
Nick-
witty.
Nick and Rock will call each other buddy,
Oh,
Mhm.
like across the street.
totally.
Buddy.
Buddy's my buddy.
That's adorable.
It
And
is
run to
adorable.
each other like the movies.
Like they've never
And
seen
embrace
each other.
each other. Like,
Yes.
oh. Yeah, it's cute.
Very gentle lovers.
Lucy calls
gentle lovers. Yes, I have a very gentle touch.
Yes.
So that's lucky.
lucky.
Lucky for you, Johnny. He's in bed.
Did
Did he go to bed?
I think so. I know.
Wow, that is lame.
Jeez.
Can't even hang.
Lucy
Well,
calls
you
Nick
guys look like you're
Sweetie.
having so much fun.
Right?
Who does? Lucy
Lucy.
calls Nick Sweetie?
Well, they call
Always?
each other sweetie.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cute.
That is cute.
Sweetie.
Mhm.
That's true. 'Cause
Yeah,
she calls them
Megan does
sweetie,
call
huh?
people sweetie.
yes.
It's all of a sudden honey too. I don't know where that's come from, but she's calling people honey, and Matt really loves that one.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She will.
Yeah. I don't know where
So
it's
someone
come
around
from.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dance or
I have
whatever.
no clue.
Oh, Clubhouse or something maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know because it
It's
feels
new.
like it's new. Maybe there's a new like
Person.
Teacher or
friend at
something.
the clubhouse because there's no new teachers or anything. But
It could be. I actually do call all the kids sweeties. Sometimes if they're over, I'm like, "What'd you say, sweetie?"
I always
Yeah.
call
You know,
people
or-
kiddo
Yeah.
Or Bud.
I'll do
or
that
bud.
sometimes too.
I do bud
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
I just.
Just call them by their name.
you're just like, get out of my face.
What are you doing here?
Go play.
What are
Go
you
play or
doing
get
here?
out.
Get out of here.
You doing punk? Get out of my house.
Right? Quiet down
I
there.
always feel like my house is not fun because nobody ever comes to my house.
Same. Unless I invite him over for a movie and pizza.
Whatever. Van loves your house.
Van does.
Shaddy's cars.
Shaddy's cars.
Shaddy's cars. That's right.
You guys can start calling me Shaddy.
Yeah.
There might
It's
be
nickname.
different meaning,
Dan
but,
gave you
but it came
nickname.
from Van. So
So when I get my nails done by Ashley, Van she's got a whole thing of cars, which my Van is very
Mhm.
into right now. And so for the longest time, he kept saying Shaddy's cars. And I was like, what is he saying? And then I put two and two together that it's Ashley's cars.
Probably
Which he
grabbed
can
your
say
hand and, like,
Ashley,
Yes.
yes. I think he guided us to Shaddy's cars once. I was like, oh, okay,
That's
that
who
makes
it
sense.
is.
But he can say Ashley normally. I don't know how
Yeah.
with
Ashley's
Just when he's
cars.
talking
it's
about
just
cars.
Kind
Shaddy's
of
cars.
hard.
Shaddy's cars.
Ashley's
Ashley's
Yeah.
cars.
It's really cute.
Shaddy's cars seems easier.
Yeah.
True.
So
Just call me Shaddy.
All right. Shaddy.
Makes me want to say
Shoddy.
Shaddy Patty, but I don't like that.
Shoddy.
Don't call me
Shoddy.
Shaddy
Patty
Patty.
Shaddy.
No.
do you have
Sure.
some names in the bank in case you have, number 4?
I don't know if that's happening.
Violet. You can get your Violet.
Violet.
yeah, I can
Yeah.
get my Violet. We do have one actually for a boy.
Mm.
And we've always loved Steel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Talking
Oh,
about that
yeah.
one.
I remember that.
If we had another boy, that's what we would do.
What's Tia's? Steel and what's the other one?
Who?
You know a Steel?
We know is Steel. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Is it STEEL?
There might be another E.
Yeah, I was going to say we would do
STEELE. I think that's
Uh.
it. Yeah, what would you
Not
do
the
with the
boys.
Oh yeah,
Rock doesn't
boys.
have
Just
an
the
H.
girls, yeah.
Or Mark.
Well, it was another fate thing because Mark said the other name I really like on that same drive is Steele. And Steele is my dad's middle name,
Oh,
my brother's middle name. And I was like,
there you go.
what's happening? This is insane. Two very uncommon names, that he had no idea had any connection to me. So that'd be it. If it was a girl, I don't know.
With Van, I was really loving Logan as a girl. Which everybody's like, well, you could have named Van Logan. I was
True.
like, but I liked it
For a girl.
for a girl.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I was really and Noah has a girl in class. Her name's Joelle, and ever since he
Cute.
said that, I was like, that's so cute. And they call her JoJo.
Oh, yeah. I
That's
love
cute.
that name.
Oh, so adorable. So I was stuck on those. Another boy name I really liked that he hated was Ellis.
I think of a girl.
Really, with Ellis?
You do?
Ellis Gray.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I had a Mr. Ellis. He was my 4th grade
Oh.
teacher, and I really loved him a lot. And actually, my 5th grade teacher was Mr. Mathis, and I liked Mathis for a boy too.
That's cute.
But he didn't like either of
I
those.
like those. What about?
His mumbling over there.
I
I
know.
know. All I can hear is.
Yeah, I know.
He was such a turd with names. Van, I really wanted 2 N's, but he was such a turd about it. And I was like, I love the name so much that I'm going to give in with 1 N. But I wanted to differentiate it from a
An
Van.
actual vehicle.
Yeah.
I think it's great. Mark liked 1 N too. Remember
I
you were
know.
asking him, Mark
I
said,
think
I
all
know.
the guys liked
Mark was
one
like
N.
1 N. Don't do 2. Like he
I
was like
know.
disgusted. Like 2 N's.
What is
I feel like Emmy's name is kind of
what's the
spelled weird.
dishwasher?
Huh?
EMMIE.
Yeah. But yeah, Emmy's name's spelled weird, and I feel like she's going to have to spell it her whole life.
I feel like that's not.
It's
IE
not
with
like
an
super
IE?
weird, but I
No.
think there's so many, like I think people assume EMMY.
Why?
like
With
for
all the
Ashley, people
spellings.
assume EY, but it's
Sure.
not.
Yeah.
It's EE. Yeah.
Did
That's
that
been
annoy
my
you
whole
growing
life.
up?
No, I don't.
Trying to
because
spell it?
the common way is EY.
Yep.
Yeah.
So most people spell it that way unless I tell them, and I don't always.
Okay.
I don't care enough.
So I spelled Nicholas, Nicolas.
Oh yeah, without the H.
So when
And-
you shorten it, you just do
Do
you just do
NIC
NIC
or
Well,
NICK?
or do-
I'd originally thought that, but I said, do you like it this way or this way? And he liked it with a K. I don't really care.
when you write out Nick.
But one time I was getting him, I was at the pharmacy and she was like, oh, you spell your kid's name unique like I spelled mine. And I was like, it's not that weird of a spelling.
No.
But it's not the common way, I don't think.
The common way is
Isn't-
with an H, isn't
Yeah,
it?
right?
NICHOLAS.
I think there's like a different origin of the
Okay.
no H one.
Okay. Probably.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
My girls, yeah. No one's ever going to get their name right.
No.
I,
I
just-
still don't-
mine was
Shit.
always.
I always get
I
Weird,
was
too.
about to spell it real wrong the other day, and I was like, wait, she said Zeta. So I like scrolled up, and I was like way off.
ZAYH.
Yep. Whereas Freya, the H comes first.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you probably have the same thing where Tara is
Yes.
usually spelled
Oh,
like
yeah.
T-A-R-A.
Uh-huh. TEHR. I know.
Mhm.
We continued the H.
Mhm.
Continued the trend. I'm gonna keep it going. With names, do you guys think boy or girl when you hear these? Jordan.
Girl.
Boy.
I thought either. I honest at first I was like boy, but or maybe I don't know what I thought first actually. I think it was boy then girl, but I just had someone in my class that was named Jordan, and I've known both.
Yeah.
I've
I
known both,
initially
too.
boy too. But I do have a girlfriend that named her daughter Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
How about Michael?
Boy.
See boy.
I can't. Yeah.
I think boy too. But there's so many.
Mhm.
I'm
Um,
loving those names lately. That's why I
Yeah.
loved
I
Logan for a
know.
girl. I was
Yeah.
like, that's so
I know
cute.
it is
And not
cute.
like too extreme to where
Yeah.
people are like, that's for sure a
You're
boy's
not,
name.
you're not gonna name her Steven or
See, I
anything?
think
Yeah.
Wolverine.
But I
Logan.
think
Logan. So do I.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly what was coming to mind
Was
when I thought
it?
Logan.
Yeah.
But I love
But it's a
Stevie
cute
for a
name.
girl.
Yeah, that's
That
cute.
is cute.
My niece's
Stevie,
name is
I had a
Ryan.
girlfriend named Stevie. I think that's adorable.
It is so cute.
Yeah, true. Ryan, do you think
Yep.
girl or boy?
I usually think boy,
Mhm.
I
but
usually think boy, but
usually
there's so
think
many.
boy,
I
too.
know a lot of girl Ryans.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's so many.
I know.
Oh, there's one more that I was thinking of that's more popular. Oh, Charlie.
Mhm.
Girl.
Girl?
I think of a boy, but I know a couple
Super
girls
popular.
named Charlie.
Yeah.
See, I think girl now. I used to always think boy too, but now I hear
I have a
Charlie and I
cousin,
think girl.
Charlie, that's girl.
Yeah. I have a girlfriend who has her first daughter was Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
I think it's just maybe who you know,
Yeah.
like what you associate them with.
I
You know,
know.
like that name with.
I have two friends that have a Charlie, and one is a boy and one is a girl.
Huh.
So-
It is. It's
It's
just like
crazy.
what you grow up with. Like I had
Uh-huh.
a guy friend in high school named Reese.
Uh.
And so I always thought that was, I tied it to him. And then
You
my,
have a niece, right?
yeah, I have a niece named Reese. So when they named her that, I was like, that's the boys. Like it was the hardest time, like in like,
Switching.
that's a girl. That's not a girl's name.
That's a cute.
I
name.
know.
It is
It
a
is
cute
cute.
name.
Scotty.
And now I think it'd probably be weird if there was a boy named Reese
Yeah.
because I'm so used to Reese.
Yeah. What about Scotty?
I love Scotty.
Girl.
Mhm.
I think girl too. I do love Scotty. It's adorable.
Remember when somebody said Scotty that one time and you scoffed? Like a blatant. We were just sitting there. She was telling, I think she was just naming off names, and Matt made the most terrible. I was like, that was not discreet
face.
at all.
Poker face,
He's like,
please.
"Ooh."
Yeah. Like, oh, that's terrible. She's like, well, that's actually the name.
Well, your first impression said everything.
True. Yep. You didn't have to
kidding.
say a word. Kelly.
Ugh.
Girl.
Girl.
Yeah.
I used to think girl, now I think boy. I only know 2 people named Kelly. Now, like if I think in my past, I think there was a couple Kellys in my school. But they're boys. Wait, did I say boy? Yeah, boy.
What about Judy?
Grandma.
Man.
Judge.
Yes. Yeah,
Judge. I think of Judge.
Judy. What about Ashley with 2 A's?
There's actually both.
Bish.
It actually originally was a boy's name.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
As Ashley?
Mhm.
Wow.
What?
Oh.
It
Look
was
at
like
that.
a European boy's male name, I think.
Huh.
Look at that.
Wow.
I always wanted to use family names, but my parents' names are Deborah and Victor, and then we got Michael and Laura, and I was like, especially Vic. I was like, how that is
Victoria.
a terrible
Yeah.
name.
Victoria, call her Tori.
Vicky.
Yeah, there you go. Victoria.
Victor.
Victor.
I
I just
can't
think,
even
like-
do like a middle name, like Van Victor.
Yeah, that actually sounds cool.
Van Vic.
Yeah. Van Vic. It sounds like a medicine.
It does. Like
Yeah.
what's it called?
Vicks.
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 Yeah.
Vicks Vapor Rub. That's it.
Vicks Vapor Rub.
Victor. Like, I love the man. That's why I was like, I wish I could find a way
Hmm.
to use it.
He's heartbroken. It's fine.
I
That's how
know.
I felt with my mom's side. Like we did Freya Rose for Mark's mom. That's her maiden name. And then we did Rock Rodney. Rodney's my dad. And then Zeta, we were like, gotta like implement my mom's side now. We did his family. He didn't want to do his dad's side. We did his mom. Then we did my dad. And then we wanted to do somehow my mom. But her name's Barbara Jane or Bobby Jane. And I was like, I don't know about that. And then like my grandma's Barbara.
I like Jane though.
Yeah, Jane's cute. I was thinking Zeta Jane.
Zeta Jane.
What's
is
her
cute.
middle name?
It did cross my mind. We went with Jay because my grandpa, his name was
Oh, that's cute.
Calvin J.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's cute.
So, but
That's
instead of
cute.
Jay, we did Jae,
Okay.
Zeta J,
That's cute.
which I love.
Yes.
Love, love, love. I had a hard time with Jane though. Even my mom's like, "Don't do Jane."
What if she like?
Don't
What
do
if people call her ZJ?
Oh yeah, that was a great idea. Let's go and toss that right in the garbage,
I
Molly.
think that's cute.
I think it's cute.
ZJ?
Yeah, like
like TJ or
Yeah,
like
or
ZJ.
like DJ on Full House.
Great. Let's scratch
I'm gonna start calling her that. Let's
No,
all of us.
He's terrible.
I think it's cute.
CJ. That's it. I'm calling Van
It's
Van
gonna-
Vicks.
It's gonna grow on you.
Van
You're
Victor.
gonna like it.
Van Victor.
Victor Van.
I actually am one of those people that I'm like, when Freya and Mark started calling Rock Rocco, I was like, his name's Rock. Like Rock is cool. Just call him Rock. And then I was like, okay, it's kind of cute. You guys are doing
Yeah,
that.
see.
Now I do it.
That was my thing
DJ's
with.
gonna be.
I was always
Um,
like, don't call him a nickname. His name's this.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why we named Emmy because, and people are always like, oh, what's her?
Is it Emmeline?
Yeah,
or
what's her
something?
full name? And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, we're gonna call her Emmy, so I wanted to name her Emmy. But then the funny thing is, when we were thinking about Van's name, I liked Everett, but I really liked Rhett.
Mhm.
But
you
Everett
didn't
was
like the idea of naming him Rhett.
just
right?
Rhett.
Right.
Yep. And Everett was family, so I was like,
You could kind of, yeah.
but I really liked Rhett.
Mhm.
I
Yeah, Rhett's
thought
kinda a
that
cool
too
name.
because I was like, I want to name them something that I'm going to call them,
Uh-huh.
but I don't. I mean, Nick's Nicholas, but
Mhm.
I call him Nicholas a lot still.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
my
me
sister.
too.
My sister's name's Nikki, so I think everybody assumes her real name's Nicole.
And it's Nikki.
It's just
It's
Nikki.
Nikki.
But his sister's actually Nicole, but they call her Nikki.
They think John is Jonathan, but he's not.
Just John.
Just John.
John Jacob.
So,
Cool. Good names.
Cool.
Good.
All right,
so
guys.
what were some of the names that you guys liked and didn't use? Tell
yeah,
us.
let us know.
Mhm.
Yeah. We want to hear.
Or if you
Make a
named
list.
if you named your kid something really unique.
Yeah.
Do you
I feel
guys
like that's more
regret
common
any
now.
of your names at all?
No.
No.
I kind
I
of did
don't-
it with Noah at first because of like the whole popular thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How you heard it all the time.
Yeah, but we didn't hear it all the time. It was a thing until recently, till we moved in.
Yeah. and
We
then you're
literally
like,
did not
"Oh."
hear it at all. Like he wasn't in school with any other Noahs. Then we moved in. I was like, oh, awesome, cool, great. But he's not in school with any Noahs. Like,
Really?
He's not
Oh,
known
really?
as Noah R. I mean, not in his grade. I'm sure there's some.
throughout, but
Yeah. Okay.
I'm so tired.
Oh, sorry. I distracted.
Thanks for listening, guys.
yes, we love you.
Subscribe, follow.
Get us to 1,000 subscribers.
We're waiting for that music video.
We already have it choreographed, so
We're a
Yeah,
lovely
we do.
bunch.
It's a versatile choreograph
it is.
because we don't know the song
Choreography.
yet.
Yeah,
True.
it is.
Yeah, it'll fit with any.
Any song you
tune.
pick.
Yeah.
Fit right in.
We might be like real
Can't
fast.
wait.
We have so far. We're like slow. Yeah.
And this.
Yeah,
You gotta put that in there.
for sure.
Okay. Anyway.
Right.
Peace out.
Bye. Peace.